Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi semuanya. Memperkenalkan, nama saya Raditya Manisari dari Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris. Saya akan memaparkan hasil artikel saya, yaitu The Use of JIGSAW to Improve Students' Reading Comprehension, a Classroom Action Research of the 10th Graders of SMK Muhammadiyah Pekalongan. English Language Education Teachers Training and Education Faculty, Pekalongan University 2023. Abstract: this study aims to improve reading comprehension in English subjects using the JIGSAW method for students in class Automotive Engineering at SMK Muhammadiyah Pekalongan. This type of research is classroom action research. In the initial observation, the research used a questionnaire in the form of a reading comprehension instrument in English lesson, which a rubric to get results in the form of scores. Introduction. Education is something that must be obtained by every human being. Many studies are conducted with the aim of always improving exciting education. Day by day, the development of learning models for quality education, both national and international levels, become clearer. The development of education from year to year must be better, so that it meets the needs of the time, which are always developing with the flow of globalization. This ongoing renewal process also has an impact on educational curricula in both school and tertiary institutions. Therefore, educational curriculum reform needs to be carried also so that models and learning activities in class can spur the growth of creative, critical, and active thinking. Research method. This research was conducted with a quantitative approach. Quantitative research was conducted on Class 10 Automotive Engineering to SMK Muhammadiyah Pekalongan. The implementation of the research was assisted by two teachers at SMK Muhammadiyah Pekalongan as observers and data collector at the same time. In collecting data, the research used instruments in the form questionnaire which were given to students from observation, pre-cycle during the English learning process in class. The data analysis technique in this study was carried out inductively, namely the analysis starting from data collection, data reduction, and data verification. Discussion. In this research on the application of JIGSAW cooperative learning has a goal, namely to find out an increase in reading comprehension in English properly and correctly for students. Based on the research analysis, it was known that there was an improvement in reading comprehension in English properly and correctly for class automotive bodies. This can be seen from the increase in activities that reflects reading comprehension carried out by students during the learning process. Classroom action research on the basic The basic competence of narrative text relates to vocalizations, forecast, and automotive studies at SMK Muhammadiyah Pekalongan can be conducted as follows. First, the application of the JIGSAW cooperative learning model can improve students. Second, the application of the JIGSAW cooperative learning model can improve students' understanding of fast and automotive bodies as SMK Muhammadiyah Pekalongan. Third, the application of the JIGSAW cooperative learning model can improve students' reading comprehension rapidly and correctly in the basic competence of narrative text. Table 16. Comparison of scores of reading comprehension in English rapidly and correctly cast and automotive body page on observation. Enthusiastic about learning, diligently to the task, confident in the face of adversity, happier to learn and solve problems, can define his opinion, isn't easy to let go of things you believe in, happy to fight and solve problems, average score. Figure 3 pre-cycle and cycle 1 observation results diagram search process primary data. Information. First, enthusiastic about following the lesson. Second, diligently doing the tasks. Third, confident in the face of adversity. Fourth, happier to learn and solve problems. 5. Can define his opinion. 6. It is not easy to let go of things you believe in. 7. Enjoy finding and solving problems. Table 17. Comparison of reading comprehension scores based on questionnaire results. Enthusiastic about learning, diligently to the task, confidence face adversity, happier to learn and solve problems, can define his opinion. It is not easy to let go of things you believe in, happy to find and solve problems. Average score 17.4% and then 79% and then 4%. Figure for pre-cycle and cycle 1 questionnaire. Data diagrams source provides the primary data. Information. Enthusiastic about following the lesson. Diligently doing the tasks, confidence in the face of adversity, happier to learn and solve problems, can define his opinion. It is not easy to let go of things you believe in. Enjoy finding and solving problems. Based on the results of observation and questionnaires on students' reading comprehension that have been displayed, a conclusion was obtained in the form of an increase in English reading comprehension rapidly and correctly cast and automotive body of SMK Muhammadiyah Pekalongan, indicated by an English student's reading comprehension score on each indicator that has been determined with the following details. First, enthusiastics in following the lesson. There was an increase in students' learning understanding based on observation before the implementation of the JIGSAW cooperative learning models of 63% and then 8% to 72%, In the pre-cycle from pre-cycle to cycle 1, there was an increase of 6%, namely 17% to 81%. Second, diligently to the tasks. There was an improvement in students' reading comprehension based on observation before the implementation of JIGSAW cooperative learning model of 70% and then 6% to 60 to 76%. In the pre-cycle and from pre-cycle to cycle 1, there was an increase of 10%. Namely 76% to 86%. Third, confidence in the face of adversity. There was an improvement in students' learning understanding based on observation before the implementation of the cooperative learning model of 70% and then 3% to 73%. In the pre-cycle and from pre-cycle to cycle 1, there was an increase of 11%, namely 73% to 84%. Happier to learn and solve problems. There was an improvement in student learning understanding based on observation before implementation of the JIGSAW cooperative learning model of 73% and then 1% to 75%. In the pre-cycle and from pre-cycle to cycle 1, there was an increase of 7%, namely 75% to 82%. Can define his opinion. There was an improvement in students' reading comprehension based on observations from before the application of the JIGSAW cooperative learning models of 63% and then increased by 8% to 72%. In the pre-cycle and from pre-cycle to cycle 1, there was an increase of 12%, namely 72% to 84%. It is not easy to let go of things you believe in. Seven, enjoy looking for and solving problems. Learning outcomes in the pre-cycle hasn't researched the success criteria that have been planned, namely 16% of the success criteria of 75%. Nonetheless, overall, the results of the percentage of complete learning outcomes after the implementation of the JIGSAW cooperative learning model have been successful increase from pre-cycle to cycle 1. Conclusion: learning the JIGSAW method has the following advantage. First, stimulating students to think critically. Second, forcing students to make the right words so they can explain to other fans. Third, that the application of JIGSAW cooperative learning model can improve students' reading comprehension rapidly and correctly in the basic competence of narrative text related to folk legends for kelas dan otomotif Padis at SMK Muhammadiyah Pekalongan. That meter can be seen from the increase in the percentage of complete of students' learning outcomes. Thank you for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.